What's up everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video party. I'm so excited to upload this one for you guys because for this video we'll be taking a look at another zombie film that sort of redefined the genre, and that would be Army of the Dead. So this movie came out last year on Netflix and is the first film that Zack Snyder made after the whole Justice League drama, which is pretty interesting given how he made Dawn of the Dead back in 2004. So it's nice to see him return back to his zombie roots. But like I said, this movie came out back in 2021 and it's pretty much your stereotypical zombie movie where a zombie virus outbreak has occurred and the entire casino strip of Las Vegas has been sealed off from the rest of the world, which I thought was a very interesting idea given how in most zombie movies the zombie outbreak is already spread out worldwide, but here it's actually well contained. But the biggest difference we see is in these zombies as opposed to what we've already seen before. And in this film, there are two types of zombies. There's the standard run-of-the-mill zombie that's pretty much a mindless eating machine. And then there's the highly evolved zombie that can actually think and apparently dodge bullets. More on that later. Oh, and I almost forgot. There's a zombie tiger in this movie. You know what they say, Vegas baby. Anyway, let's talk about the actual story. So this movie takes place several years after the zombie virus made its way into the casino strip of Las Vegas, where the US government has now sealed off the entire strip from the rest of the country in order to contain the virus, and stars Dave Bautista as a mercenary for hire who is now working in a small diner. Enter Hideyoki Sanada, who is actually one of my favorite Japanese actors. Anyway, his character walks in the diner, offers Dave Bautista a job where there is a vault underneath the diner that holds $200 million, and if he can get it out of the city before the nuke drops, he gets to keep $50 million for himself. Okay, seems simple enough. We form a team, go to the strip, go to the vault, crack the vault, and then get out. Easier said than done, as this heist is pretty much a suicide mission, knowing that the entire strip is overrun with zombies. And on top of that, we have to deal with the zombie king and queen who pretty much run this place and are roaming around with a pet tiger. That's one of the things that piqued my interest with this movie. I love it when movies decide to add something new to the genre, and we've already seen several zombie survival movies, but a zombie heist movie, that's something that will grab people's attention. Well, it certainly worked for me, given how I pretty much sat through 2.5 hours of watching this heist fall apart, which is typical in most heist films as the plans never really work out. And since this heist is being taken place during the zombie apocalypse, a lot can go wrong. But one of the things that I enjoyed about this movie is how it almost felt like a video game where you have your standard zombies act as your cannon fire zombies, and then you have your warrior zombies act as your boss mode zombies. Also, seeing the zombie king ride on top of an undead horse, that was pretty cool, as I was pretty much like, oh crap, it's Planet of the Apes! And while I enjoyed watching these zombies literally dodge bullets and no kung fu, the human aspect of the story is pretty generic. Throughout the movie, we watch Dave Bautista try to reconnect with his daughter as she suddenly decides to join this heist at the very last minute in order to rescue a friend who has been kidnapped by these zombies. Now, I enjoyed seeing how each member of the team had their own unique personality, like I am the wisecracking pilot, I'm the trigger-happy idiot, I'm the funny safecracker. At the back of my head, I kept thinking, okay, this is a zombie movie, so not everyone's gonna make it out alive. As the movie progresses, you begin to see how this story becomes very predictable once you get into the third act, where you're pretty much thinking to yourself, okay, this person's gonna live, this person's gonna die, this person's gonna make it, this person's not. Oh yeah, that whole rescue mission side quest that was emphasized throughout the entire heist, yeah, that gets thrown out the window. I mean, we do manage to rescue the person we came to save, but by the end of the film, I was pretty much looking around going, wait, where's the person? I don't see them. Maybe I missed something when I blinked my eyes a few times, but if the movie decided to forget about that whole rescue mission story arc, then a lot of deaths were in vain. And by the time the movie comes to its end, you are both happy and excited before quickly being frustrated when the movie decides to end on a horrible cliffhanger. Without giving away spoilers, I will say that the movie does imply that if you get bit by one of these highly evolved zombies, the transformation takes about an hour. So can someone explain to me how someone was able to survive several days after the heist before realizing, oh snaps, I was actually bit, before starting to turn into a zombie right before the credits roll? Benefit of the doubt, maybe the person was bit by a regular standard zombie and that takes a lot longer, but how do you go several days without realizing, hey, you know what, my arm is actually itching, what's causing this? Oh snaps, I was actually bit! So while I enjoyed the majority of the film, the last scene is what pretty much ruined it for me. With that being said, just like in my last video, I'll ask you this. If the Army of the Dead zombie apocalypse broke out right now, do you think you could survive it? I'm gonna be honest with you, I couldn't handle the World War Z zombies, so what makes you think I can handle zombies on horseback? Not only that, but these zombies are so smart that they can actually wear helmets to prevent headshots. That's like raptors learning how to open doors in Jurassic Park. I don't even want to think about how long I'd last against a zombie tiger. A regular tiger is scary enough. How the hell am I gonna last against an undead tiger that apparently can't be killed and is 3 times stronger than a regular tiger? So if you think you could survive this zombie apocalypse, watch this movie and try to prove me wrong. I mean, here's a movie where you had a group of mercenaries with grenades and machine guns, and even they had a hard time killing these things. But anyway, if you really don't care about story and just want to turn your brain off and watch a zombie heist film, then you can find this movie exclusively on Netflix. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. That was my overall review for Army of the Dead. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button to get all this updates from this channel. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.